there for the kids to take things seriously and understand where you are. All the kids still have those self-improvement plans. They'll be working on those, and then they'll have this privileged time for the kids that are advanced and proficient already, and then everybody else will get additional help. And we created lessons and worked with our WashU educational consultants and with the teachers. It's been a building-wide intervention program. The teachers you guys can kind of talk to it more, but yeah, it'll allow us to give some more one-on-one time. And all math and science teachers are teaching math, and all Com Arts and social studies teachers are teaching Com Arts as a way to, during advisory time, as a way to bridge the gap. So, and then,
excuse me,
yeah.
Is that separate from the tutoring program?
That is separate. We got a lot of things going on. Yeah, tutoring started today, so any kids that are interested in tutoring started today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you need your child in tutoring, you can sign up. We've also mandated some kids to be there that we've signed up. We also this year are offering algebra tutoring Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for kids that need algebra tutoring. We never kind of did that before, so we're offering that through some WashU students and through our Melissa Stefanowitz, our algebra teacher. And that starts today, as well as all the rest of the after-school activities are starting to kick off today. And then lastly, our bond issue. As you know, there's going to be a bond issue in April, and for Brittany Woods, we're getting lots of really great stuff. Last time we got kind of the nuts and bolts, like this beautiful library that we're sitting in. And you'll hear a lot more about this as it goes forward. But what we are getting, renovations to the art room, the band rooms, all of the, like the little theater, getting, all of those specialty rooms, getting those amped up. They've also included renovation to the locker rooms and air conditioning in the gym, which is huge. Those of anybody who's been here on promotion, it is very important to have air conditioning in the gym. We're also getting new lockers. That's a part of the bond issue, and new windows. So and new science labs. So all of those are great things that'll really help. And for those of you, I don't even know that any of you were here in the building before the new library, before the new wing. And it was a very different place. It was a very different place to walk into. The meetings it was just different. I don't know how to say it, but I know that it doesn't solve all of our problems, but gosh, it really does help to have state-of-the-art facilities and things like that that are really where they need to go. So that's my report.
Do you want to address the vending machines?
Vending machines. Yeah, someone said there was soda in the vending machines, and there's not. I don't know where that came from.
There's root beer, I've been told.
Actually the vending machines are called Healthy Choices or something like that. So it's all supposed to be a variation of health food. So we actually got rid of the soda machines that were upstairs in the teacher's lounge to replace with this stuff. I don't know if the root beer, there may be. I mean, the kids would know honestly more than I would. I know Mr. Lemois is in charge of it, so I know he brought in the food for people to test. I know there's pop chips are in there. You know what I'm talking about. There are some things like that are in there. But we are working out the kinks with the vending machine. For example, this morning I had to say on the announcement that you can't buy snacks on their way into the school building. So that's something I can look and find out about the root beer. But there is the way that it's set up is it's supposed to be allowed for us to be able to nutritiously have it open and running. So that's all of it is.
Concerts, assemblies, parents talking.
Oh yeah, I try. I mean, I make that announcement.
Well, they should don't listen because we actually had
parents talking during concerts.
2 rows of people. The whole rows literally got up and moved because the people in the back were carrying on conversation while the kids were all playing the music, and it was really frustrating. During the fall musical, and they were just carrying on a conversation just like this right now, and so the whole 2 rows of people, pretty much during the concert, got up and moved elsewhere because you couldn't hear them. People were looking around.
It's a shame you have to educate the parents.
And we do make an announcement about don't get up and leave during the middle of kids' performances, because that first year was a big issue. The choir went first, and then while they all got up and left. But we may need to. I mean, we can. It gets tricky. I understand. But
I wonder if anybody said anything.
Can it be like a part of the program or something like
To
that?
be honest,
on
one of the
And then
people
ask people to review it
had
with-
drank too much. To be honest, one of the people there had drank too much before they got there.
Oh,
They didn't stop talking.
okay.
So, I don't know who it was. But
Yeah.
I do know that was part of the problem.
Yes.
So.
have, as a board member, I would assume if you guys have reported that to Dr. Jordan, whoever's in charge, they'd remove that parent. If you have that suspicion, again, you're not allowed to possess or be intoxicated on a public school campus. I know that's important to me as a soccer ref. If I got a guy yelling at me way beyond the pale, I'll tell an administrator on the field, go check that guy out. He's probably been drinking. And I've looked up several times, and they're not there much longer. You know, so, I mean, I'm sure she'd do the same thing. If that was explaining the behavior, you know, they weren't talk-toable, that she'd deal with it. And if she had to get security, I'm sure she'd do that as well. Or she'd rough them up herself.
Yeah.
You should get Mike to do it.